hotel sheets. Oh, well, well, well. We laugh it off with our purple teeth. Palm trees in the dirty streets. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And there ain't no place I'd rather be. I give up anything to be with you. Nothing like blue skies in the rear view. And now it's 6 a.m. and we're still awake. I'm feeling alright, no I can't complain. It's a real good life. Yeah, it's a real good life. Yeah, it's a real good life. 'Cause I got you by my side and there's a sun in the sky. Yeah, it's a real good life. It's a real good life. It's a real good life.
Waking up on an empty beach. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. A 1, 2, 3 and I'm on my feet. Got Purple Rain playing on repeat. That's right, that's right. And I'm catching feels when you look at me.
I give up anything to be with you. All of the bad things that I'm into. And now it's 6 a.m. and we're still awake. I'm feeling alright, no I can't complain. It's a real good life. Yeah, it's a real good life. Yeah, it's a real good life. 'Cause I got you by my side and there's a sun in the sky. Yeah, it's a real good life. It's a real good life. Yeah, it's a real good life. It's a real good life. Yeah, it's a real good life. Yeah, it's a real good life. It's a real good life. Ain't nothing gonna bring me down. It's a real good life. It's a real good life. It's a real good life.
I just want to say, hey man, this is T.O., the cover athlete of the Madden 19 Hall of Fame edition, and you're watching the gold standard of the franchise mode, the MBL Network. Holla.
Oh boy, I hope I'm in the right place. We got MBL Live, and it is back. So good to be back here. It's been a while. How are you guys doing out there? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. It's MBL Live broadcast, some number. I lost track, but we got the Packers. We got the Baltimore Ravens. Some playoff action here in Week 14. And we got a man named Bomber joining me tonight, the commissioner of the MBL. So happy to have you guys along with us. Want to give a big shout out, by the way, to our sponsor of MBL Live. It is Elgato. They help out the entire MBL network. We use the wide array of products from the stream decks to the green screens to the key lights. It's all important. So if you're looking to up your stream game, head over to Elgato.com. Get yourself some of those great Elgato products. What's going on? How's everyone doing? Bomber, how you doing? What's up with you?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, it is. Hopefully we can figure out how to do this again. It's been quite quite the journey to get you back here. You've been doing the MCS for the last couple weeks, and we've been watching you, supporting you, and now it's time for us to get our groove back here. I mean, I'm not any RG or Scott or whatever Madden superstar you commentated with. Probably 10 times better, though.
You're 10 times as humble, at least.
Yeah. Hey, somebody told me that in an Xbox chat recently. They said, they told me I was talking some trash about nothing, just nonsense. And they're like, well, at least you're humble. Oh, it's Porter. It's pretty hilarious.
3rd and 20, by the way, for Nemo. Looking over the middle, throws it. Literally, there was not a wide receiver there, but there were 4 purple jerseys. We're going the other way. It's Marlon Humphrey with the pick. We'll talk about this game in a second, but Dubes just said, can I file an application to be a guest star on NBL Live while OSU is out? No.
Well, NBL Live is only with OSU. It would be impossible to have it. The show is branded around that beautiful face you're seeing right there in the bottom right. I believe it's bottom right. No, bottom left on the screen.
It's the left side. The right side is just a logo, but thanks, man.
Hey, talk about the fall off of Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, boy.
I mean, a quarterback that, high ratings when the game came out of 90, now down to a 78. He's playing his worst football as a Green Bay Packer right now in the NBL. He is really struggling right now. And that first pass that he threw on that first third down attempt, I mean, that is probably sums up the entire season of the Green Bay Packers, just head-scratching at best.
Shout out to Captain Planet with the 19 months of subscribing. But can we talk about, just for 1 second, I feel like there's a new fire in the belly of Z-Star, because ever since Train's photo went up on the website, this Baltimore Ravens team has just gone 12-0. They're still undefeated, and they look like that perhaps, could he kick the bridesmaid moniker and actually win a Super Bowl?
He's playing a second-place schedule right now. Let's put that into perspective. He did beat the Chiefs week 1, though, 38-31, a very tough Chiefs team, but hasn't really played anybody since then. And unless you consider the Vikings, that's a good team. He did beat Bananas, a solid team. So there is some wins here. I mean, you got 3 wins here that are impressive. But like I said, second-place schedule, so there's a couple, 2 games in there that they should have had that would have been probably more difficult, a lot more difficult as it is a top-heavy AFC. So not to discredit them in any way. Going 12-0 is very tough to do, and going undefeated is a very tough thing to do. Ask Motor, when he lost to Bananas last year, he thought he was going 16-0. So when I look at this Baltimore Ravens team, do I think he can kind of knock that moniker off of being the bridesmaid? He's got to get there first. It's a tough AFC. If he does, I think he's got a nice balanced attack, the best balanced attack in the NBL right now. You look at his touchdowns, rushing and passing, very even. You got an explosive quarterback in Lamar Jackson. I like this Ravens team. Just not 100% sold yet.
Shout out to Watch Madden with the follow here on Twitch. Appreciate the follow. Appreciate everybody hitting that sub and follow button. That's Devontae Adams takes a big hit down to the 44-yard line. Delvar in the chat. What's going on, Delvar? Good to see you, man. Good to see everybody out there. Appreciate all you guys. So I saw all the NBL emotes, everybody watching on my 3-week journey. Still got some more San Francisco trips to go. But good to be back on NBL Live. What broadcast are we? 319 somewhere around there?
318.
318. All right. I didn't forget everything.
It's getting really confusing at this time. I actually thought it was like 218. And I'm like, man, we're already over 300. We're going to hit 350, 400, then 500. And 1,000. I mean, I can keep going if you need me to. I want us to get to 100,000 broadcasts, and then you can officially retire. Okay?
All right, cool, sweet. So when I'm
so you'll be about 83.
Yeah, I'll be like 140.
So that means I'll be what? Since you said I was.
Calm down, Hamburger.
OSU, when he gets real mad at me at Virginia Beach, he would just look at me and tell me I'm old. And go,
Shut
you're
up, old
so
man.
old. So if you're 83, I'm probably what, like 150? I think I can get there.
The Hamburglar grows old.
It'll be like that picture
yeah.
Who did that? Cougs with the
Let me know by the way how everything sounds. We had some settings changed and make sure it sounds okay. Dube said, so you wear the Ohio State hat when they're number 1. First of all, if you've met me at all, I wear Ohio State stuff all the time. It's like 90% of my wardrobe. And second of all, I'm wearing the Ohio State hat because it's beat Michigan week. So gotta show the sport.
Speaking of that, where's Bananas at right now?
Where is Leo Wallace?
You got. Bananas. I'm gonna be playing him in a couple weeks soon. We got to get that game on somewhere.
Why would we want to watch you beat him by 40?
He deserves it, man. He's got to get embarrassed in front of everybody. That's what's gonna happen. Bananas, I'm calling you out. He's gonna DM me at the end of this, be like, "Hey, man, I'm ready whenever." Relax.
Reminder, these Baltimore Ravens 12-0. The Green Bay Packers sitting there at 7-5, currently holding the final wild card spot. So this game very important for the Packers, looking to keep pace. A lot of teams sitting there in that 7-6, 6-7, looking to get that last spot here in Week 14. Rodgers on 1st and 10, right over the middle. He finds Davante Adams. So far, Aaron Rodgers hasn't looked very good, except when he's throwing to Davante Adams.
Yeah, a little gun split slot right there. You have your halfback in the backfield leak to the flat on the right side. He had a ton of yards. Just an easy pitch and catch. Probably would have picked up slightly less than what they got. But that was a much safer throw. Instead, Aaron Rodgers tries to slice it and dice it. As we said, 78 overall with 100 QBR this season. That's the lowest it's been. He started off out of box at 130 QBR, then went down to a 121, and now at a 100. And that is just pretty much the recipe of his ratings dropping. I mean, he started as a 90, and he's dropped all the way down under 80 so far.
It looks like the Minnesota Vikings have a firm control on winning their first division title. So that has been their boon. Has been they have not been able to beat this Green Bay Packers team, but so far the Vikings 10-3 at the top of the NFC North. 2nd and 11. Aaron Rodgers at the helm, 3 wide set. Davante Adams split wide left alone as Rodgers drops back to pass on 2nd down. Waiting, looking, he's looking for Adams, throws it into coverage, and that's Earl Thomas with the pick. He's going to turn this past the 20, past the 30, a little juke move, a little shimmy shake, get him to the 36-yard line. Once again, trying to force it to his one receiver he feels comfortable with, and the Baltimore Ravens says, thank you very much. It's not quite Christmas. We'll take the gift.
Yeah, that's the 8th interception on NBL Season 42 for Earl Thomas. This is a guy that not only can cover very, very well at 90 overall, he's got the ability to lay the lumber on the defensive side of the ball. He's still got good speed for a 32-year-old, 89 speed, 91 XL, and he's getting it done here for the Ravens.
Hand off Darius Geis left side. Not a whole lot of room. Pick up a couple. Dratharian in the chat says, NBL Network, hiya, thanks for the gifted sub in Zan's channel. No problem. So glad to help out. Love supporting the community like that. Spreading the love. Make sure you continue to support the Madden community. Let's help grow Madden as a streaming game. Jackson on 2nd and 9. Lamar over the top, looking for Conley. What a catch over top of the defender. The first completed pass for Lamar, and it was a great play on the right side by Chris Conley.
Yeah, you look at Chris Conley, and we can talk about how he kind of fizzled out there for Jacksonville, but he's doing a phenomenal job with the Ravens this year, kind of being that 4th wide receiver, almost 300 yards receiving, and we're only in Week 14.
Andrew Therian paying it back, a little Tier 1 sub for the NBL Network. Appreciate it, my friend. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope we'll see you back here. Appreciate you supporting the NBL Network. Yeah. Hey, by the way, we got some Bleacher Report picks.
What do we got
On the screen? It's been
a
a while.
Be flooded with the Ravens. I mean, this is going to be likely similar to last night.
the lone Green Bay Packers pick.
That's probably just because he's been delayed.
It's true. You missed it because this screams up, but a fumble by Lamar Miller was picked up, though, by the Baltimore Ravens. On the flip side, we got another game starting at 9:25, Saints and Eagles. Motor Dubes and Cougs taking the Eagles, whereas Bananas, Game Master, JB Brad, and Project Fat all taking brand new Saints owner, but not brand new to the NBL, the DB. 1.0, not 2.0. We got the OG DB.
You got to wonder
What a
if the
tackle.
Baltimore Ravens are going to go for this on 4th and 1. They're going to just stay strong and just kick the field goal, trust their defense. Let's talk a little bit about Lamar Miller. Got injured out of box NBL season 40 with the Houston Texans. They ended up releasing him at the end of the year. He went to the Giants in NBL season 41, only put up 68 yards, 0 touchdowns. He's rejuvenated his career in Baltimore right now. 247 yards on the ground and 3 touchdowns, but he's also got 2 receiving touchdowns in the air, and he's got 241 receiving yards. So this is a guy giving him over 500 on the field yards for a halfback that many of us thought was kind of maybe even over the hill as he's sitting at 30 years old.
The Green Bay Packers defense stands tall. Man, Bomber, Star was talking about how good Darius Geis is. So far, he's got 4 carries for -8 yards.
Yeah, they call him the GU Ice in Baltimore, but I'm telling you, Lamar Miller's really been that. He's just kind of the guy that's got the juice for this team. He makes the plays in the passing game as well as on the ground. But Geis has been good, 831 yards, 9 touchdowns. He's on pace for 1,000 yards this year. They still got, week 14, 15, they still got four games left. So I think both halfbacks have had a good season, but obviously it's going to be tough to run against this Green Bay Packers stout rush defense.
Delvar, appreciate you stopping by. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Best to your family. Thanks for stopping in. Bananas in the chat. What's going on, man? Timbo in the chat. What's going on? Good to see everybody. Double voltage in the chat, my man. Brad asking, how much is Ichkin losing against OSU? I am nervous, to say the least. But I don't make predictions.
Oh, Bananas is already starting to talk that Michigan talk, man, so.
I am nervous. Yeah, LSU, number 2. I think that was just an excuse that if Ohio State does lose on Saturday, they can drop them from number 1 to number 4. If they win the Big Ten title, they keep them in the thing. I don't care. I don't know why they do the playoff stuff, just because who cares? It doesn't matter until it's the last one. 3rd and 1 for the Green Bay Packers. I formation. 2 wide receivers. Aaron Jones in the backfield. As Rodgers, he's got the gambler. Got no one to hold him, no one to fold him, no one to hit the drag route. That's Sternberger. It's going to be close. I thought he had it initially, and then he came back across the line, and it's a 4th and short.
Yeah, you just got to know your positioning on the field right there. Just a little quick throw to the flat. Should be an easy-peasy pickup of the first down, but right there, he's trying to stay on his feet, and he ends up staying on his feet, taking himself back a yard, getting tackled. That's a big turnover on downs here for the Green Bay Packers. As you know, this Baltimore Ravens team can control the clock on the ground and pound. Darius G.U. Weiss, and you got Lamar Miller, Lamar Jackson as well in the air attack, and he can scramble. They just are great at burning up time of possession. As you see right now, only 1:26 left in the second, and Baltimore has an opportunity to go up 2 scores.
So obviously, the 1 versus 4 matchup is very different than 2 versus 3. My point is, we're not stopping the season now, right? Then who cares? Like, that's my point. Wow, what a play to get to Lamar Jackson and decline that penalty. My point is, they're releasing the Ohio State's 1 and Clemson's and LSU's 2. And, like, we got 3 more weeks to play. It just doesn't matter.
They're ending it tonight. I heard
they're ending tonight? Sweet. Yeah. Awesome. We're good then. OSU's blowing out Michigan. Shea Patterson is a fraud. I don't know. Harbaugh's got him playing pretty well right now. Because Lamar's going to take off and... Okay.
Lamar obviously doesn't want to get touched right now. He's a little bit of a germaphobe. He doesn't want anybody around him there, as that was just a very precautious slide.
Yeah. Please don't hit me. They got to show a few CFPs to show transparency through the season. People don't riot as much at the end. Yeah, and I get that. But, I mean, again, like, let's point out, back in 2014, they had TCU at number 4 the entire season. Ohio State beats Wisconsin in the Big Ten championship game, 59-0. They move Ohio State up. If they had just released that poll at the end with Ohio State in, no one would be mad. But everyone got mad because they had TCU there the whole time. It's looking for Boykin over the top.
Give me that!
What a horrible user! And Boykin is going to walk his way to the house. 92 yards. The user from Nemo is about as suspect as Brad's beard.
That is a shaky click on right there. Do you think the virtual player goes to the sideline?
And then Nemo comes in chat and complains about it.
Hey, do you think the virtual player goes on the sideline and asks the user, just don't click on again, please. Don't do that again. You're making me look bad. Right there, Miles Boykin just thrown a heave desperation pass that you don't usually see with the Baltimore Ravens. As I said, they usually are able to move the ball on the ground. Right there, get themselves into a 3rd and forever, and they get bailed out by Miles Boykin as the click on was probably, I'd say, what, 1 out of 10 there? That was, I don't think it gets any worse, unless you're attempting to just move your guy off of the ball there.
Hey, Nemo, since you're coming in the chat and complaining about it, that user was straight butt cheeks. That was horrible. It had nothing to do with the game. Trust me, there's plenty of things to complain about. Hey, that throw, also horrible, picked off by Young. Put your floaties on. We got a flood in progress.
All right, it's official. Aaron Rodgers is washed in the NBL. It is over for the Packers. They're going to have to get a new quarterback.
I'm more at, like,
rebuild.
Is it official that Nemo did so well in these first 2 seasons just because Aaron Rodgers was a god quarterback?
I remember playing Nemo and thinking, man, this guy's, like, unpickable. And you just get a lot of drops on some of the throws right now with his attributes dropping down.
Good look for the post route.
Oh, nice pick. Nice move there.
It's tough playing the safeties. That's
Ball's
a good
in the air, makes a play, gets deep. He was looking that post the whole way. I believe the target, was the Hollywood Brown. That's a very nice click on there.
Look at cover 3.
If he only had 50% of that click on ability on the previous play, he would have had a pick as well.
10-0 Baltimore on top. Nemo trying to stop the bleeding. 31 seconds to go in the half. Rodgers fakes the quarterback draw. Nobody thought that was actually happening. He's going to look to the corner out. He's got Devontae Adams, the one receiver he throws to over and over with another catch.
Yeah, he's going to get a lot of targets because you know what? When you start becoming a quarterback that's regressing, you have to trust your wide receivers even more. And there's one person on this team that he trusts the most, and that's Davante Adams. And nearly 50 receptions, nearly 1,000 yards and 5 touchdowns. The next guy's about 13 catches less, 500 yards less. So Davante Adams is the go-to guy for this Green Bay Packers wide receiver corps.
1st and 10 for Rodgers, dropping back to pass. Waiting, looking. He's going to go over the middle.
1,
Yeah,
2,
look-
3, 4, 5, 6. 6 purple. I mean, you got to see purple.
But who was he throwing to?
Davante Adams. Hey, there's not one guy I'd rather throw to in with 6 purple jerseys around him than Davante
Adams.
Yeah, I mean that's the guy.
You're not throwing to
That's
Equinemius
his special-
St. Brown in triple
Wait,
coverage?
isn't that his ability? When guarded by 6 Ravens, it's specific to
You've
Ravens.
heard of double me. This is the Ravens' flock ability.
It's octo me.
Octo Raven. Rodgers dropping back on 2nd and 10. He looked for the out route. It wasn't there. He looks over the middle. That's Equinemius St. Brown, the man with the
Say
name
it
that...
twice.
My Equinemius St. Brown. My wife says I'm not allowed to name my first child Equinemius. I feel like
Common
that's...
name.
I was
Packer
going with
receivers.
Equinemius or Barcavius. She said no to both.
Wow.
I mean, jeez.
Maybe you gotta ask. Maybe ask her like right after you hand her that Christmas gift. Maybe around then you get a little bit more love. But
My Christmas gift to her is not being home for 3 weeks. Her and her boyfriend have had a great time. 1st and 10. 3 wide receiver set. 2 to the
So
right
Bananas
side.
has been just staying at your house or what?
I said boyfriend. Oh, well, I did say boyfriend. I actually think it was Z because it's boyfriend, not man friend, and he's boy size. Rodgers, he does not have the breakaway ability. There's no speed going out.
He looked like his leg might actually be broken the way he was trying to roll out of the pocket. I mean, he's definitely seen
Move my
better
way.
days.
Hold on.
Aaron
I'll get there in a
Rodgers,
second.
37 years old, looking like he's 43, 44, 16 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Let's compare that to the last 2 seasons. Out of box, season 40, season 41, he was 40 touchdowns and 35 touchdowns. Shanks it.
Miss. Wow, could have cut it to 1. Hey, we got cringe in the chat. Can I get some IHKs in the chat?
Yeah, throw up your
Throw 'em up.
IHKs because
Throw
we
'em up.
can't stand cringe. Remember that night Cringe was on a roll, though? He was talking like mad trash and kept saying the beast was unleashed and he kept posting all these gifs. It was actually a pretty funny night. And now he's just resorted back to stressed out future lawyer Cringe.
Woo! A little shimmy shake from McFarland. Right now, 7-5 for the Green Bay Packers. Detroit Lions at 7-6. Eagles, who are playing tonight, looking to move to 7-6. Arizona Cardinals 6-7. Cowboys 6-7. Are the Packers the favorite to take that final wild card spot, even if they lose this game?
Let's see what their schedule looks like. I got to check them out. I haven't followed them too much on any of the podcasts. As Aaron Rodgers, as I said, 37 going on 50 right now. Just doesn't have the mobility that he once had, but I would say so off the top of my head.
Here
But
you go. Here's the rest of your schedule. Week 15, they play the Cincinnati Bengals.
And the Bengals have been playing good. They've been playing good football. That's not an easy win. That's not a guaranteed win.
Week 16, they play the Minnesota Vikings.
And they played them last time, and the Vikings dominated them 23-6. I expect more of the same. I got to go with the Vikings.
And week 17, they play the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, I think the Seahawks probably take them in that. So
They could go
I don't think they
0-3.
make the playoffs. I don't think they make the playoffs. Yeah, they're going to be looking at preseason very shortly. But there's still hope for Arizona Cardinals and my man Tout.
Take it out. Second and
Never
23.
give up, Tout.
3-man rush from the
what a
Baltimore
rush.
Ravens.
He
I
shedded
mean, you
one
could
guy.
say what a rush. It was a great play
Did
by
you see
Pierce.
him hurdle?
I did.
That's
I
a
saw
big
the
boy.
I saw the big
Look at
boy
this.
athleticism.
Clears that guy. See ya. Tried
Excuse
to cut
me.
block him. It didn't happen. That
But-
was nice.
I don't know why he thinks he has 18 seconds in the pocket.
Well, when Davante Adams doesn't get open, then he just stares at him to hope that he can get open.
3rd and 32 for the former great Aaron Rodgers. Chucks it up, double coverage. Davante Adams can't make the play. And off the punt of the way, 7-13, 119, and 3 picks. And of those 7 completions, I believe 6 have been to Davante Adams.
Cover 2 man right there, so you got help over the top, and you didn't really get any separation on that route. It was a little double move back upfield. You had the safety sitting right on Davante Adams. I'm not surprised if he's getting, that he's essentially getting highlighted right here defensively. The Ravens are. So that was just another, just hopefully they're looking at an arm punt. It does get dropped, but what was Aaron Rodgers really thinking was going to happen there? Maybe he's looking for his own Miles Boykin kind of suspect user click on for himself.
Big shout out to Elgato one more time, sponsoring NBA Live this entire cycle. Check them out at elgato.com if you want to up your streaming game. We got a stream coming up on Saturday. It's gonna be Saturday night at 8 o'clock Eastern time. 2-hour stream. And it's going to be, we'll have some graphics and stuff for Twitter, but it's going to be hosted by our friends over at, I don't think it's going to be hosted. We're going to have drops, and we're going to have giveaways for Harvest Weekend.
Nice.
So,
They got some nice cards coming out throughout this next couple weeks as well, right?
Yep.
Each by position group.
yeah, we got the NFL 100, we got the Harvest group. There's a whole lot of stuff coming out, but check us out. We'll have a 2-hour stream from 8 to 10 p.m. right here, twitch.tv/NBL Network. That'll be Saturday night, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Make sure your EA account is linked to get yourself some free cards and some giveaways.
So it's going to be on the Madden Live program, right?
Well, that's the most feared. That's the Harvest Weekend. Madden Live we got coming up on the 10th of December.
Okay, gotcha. So this is just a special promo
Yep.
that we're going to get some
Much like-
drops and giveaways.
Much like we did the most feared weekend, it's that same thing. Yep.
Gotcha.
And then we got Madden Live coming up in December as well.
Appreciate EA Madden NFL for all the support, the continued support of the Madden Bomber League. If you're interested in joining the NBL, go to 365.maddenbomberleague.com. That's all we got.
1st and 10, Lamar Jackson dropping back to pass. Pressure up the middle, just gets rid of it. Nemo Stream does his thing, and it forced a fumble, and Darnell Savage picks it up. What a glitchy play there from Nemo, making the stream go out so nobody can see his secret plan of fumbling.
Here's how you get it, Porter. And Porter's probably wondering how he did that. You're going to click the Xbox button.
Yep.
You're going to hit record that while the ball's in the air, and
Yep.
it's a guaranteed fumble every time.
Cringe is just here for the drops. Everyone throw your IHKs in the chat. 1st and 10. How about a little run play for Aaron Jones? 6 carries, 33 yards. Pretty good numbers. Maybe with Aaron Rodgers struggling to throw the ball, you should go to that guy a little more.
Yeah, you think with Aaron Rodgers just regressing and kind of passing the torch from being a heavy passing attack, you'd see more rushes. But this year we see much of the same from Rodgers as far as attempts go. Aaron Rodgers is averaging 4.6 yards per carry, just 627 yards, 8 touchdowns. I expected him to take that next step, and we really haven't seen it from him. Coming off a strong first 2 seasons, 993 yards, 944, 9 touchdowns, and 8 touchdowns. This year, his fantasy points are even down about, probably on pace to get to about 120, 125. He finished 154, 142 last year, so last 2 seasons. So Aaron Jones might be going as well as Aaron Rodgers can go, and with the decrease in Aaron Rodgers' play, Aaron Jones might struggle a little bit here down the stretch as well, and maybe to next season.
They're down to 6 now. Eric G says the Wi-Fi in my dorm room is absolutely awful. I get it, man. 3rd and 6.
He
Rodgers in the
just
shotgun.
spits out other stuff. Who knows what he's even talking about?
Little gun spread, dropping back to pass, waiting, looking over the middle for Devontae Adams. Hey, I got an idea.
in
If it's
front of
3rd down, maybe don't throw to Devontae Adams. I don't know. Like, it feels like the Ravens have sort of picked up on the one game plan. On the flip side, this Ravens team that's 12-0, they have been stymied by this Packers defense. A couple key turnovers. Is this any reason to be concerned if you're a Ravens fan?
Well, the real concern is the rushing defense that the Packers have been able to put and kind of impose their will on against the Ravens' offensive rushing attack, because they're 29th in the league. They're giving up 92 yards per game, so you got to think they're going to break one soon. But against the pass, the Packers have been really good this year. They're number 1 in the NBL, only giving up 158.1 yards per game, and they got a top 10 points allowed defense in the NBA as well. So this is kind of a sneaky good defense.
Update on the other game we'll be going to at the conclusion of this one, as boy, Hollywood was going to be gone if he doesn't run into his own player. It is 7-7 Philly New Orleans. They are not even 2 minutes into the game.
So you're saying they got more scoring than what we got here?
Yeah, and in 1 minute and 58 seconds. 2nd and 1 for Lamar and the undefeated Baltimore Ravens. Jackson dropping back to pass, waiting, looking. Here comes some pressure. He escapes. He playmakers. Nice playmaker there. Just setting the cornerback a little deeper down the field gives him enough room to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, nice job by the wide receiver recognizing that, hey, if I just can move up field here, I'm going to pull this defender, or the defender's going to leave me and go for Lamar, and Lamar's going to be able to touch it right to me. Right there, he does a nice job. They continue to move the chains on that 3rd and short.
1st and 10 for Lamar, dropping back to pass. Looking over the middle of the field for Mark Andrews. That run right through his hands and into the hands of Amos. Trying to find some room on the right side.
Oh, wow.
Kenny, oh, what a block thrown on Lamar. And Amos is going to hit the end zone. We got ourselves a ball game. The Packers defense holding up the decrepit and old Aaron Rodgers and cutting the lead back to 4.
Green Bay first in the NBL against the pass. They're showing you why, because they create turnovers. Right there, a nice 3rd-and-1 pickup for Lamar Jackson. He tries to get a little aggressive on the 1st and 10. I'd like to see him just kind of roll it back to that ground and pound style. That's what really opens up the windows for Lamar Jackson. Trying to get a little aggressive in the passing attack kind of has burned him already. As I think that's 2 interceptions we've seen so far from Lamar Jackson.
And just like that, it's a 10-7 ball game as we're nearing the 4th quarter. Boy, this Packers defense has played phenomenally. Almost a polar opposite of how the Packers offense has played.
Yeah, which is very weird because originally to start this, here goes a little ground and pound.
A little stretch
Nice
run for
pursuit.
Darius, guys. Is that Miles Jack with the play?
Yeah, talk about that trade. Miles Jack coming over from the Jacksonville Jaguars, and a lot of people said basically for nothing. A lot of people were wondering, obviously they weren't going to be able to sign Miles Jack, but still, there's just no value to get there. Really,
Whew.
for the
Hey, I was-
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Put your 4s up in the chat. We got 4th quarter action. Atomic Pen's already saying GG. Here's the thing. I don't know if you saw the user on that play. He dropped into the zone, saw the in route coming across, came all the way back to cover that and forced him to go underneath the tight end. Nemo's defensive user has been really good, save for the one play that's been the difference, as Metcalf will pick that up. Another great click on by Nemo.
You know what that reminds
How did
me
he
of?
give
what
up that
interception that is?
touchdown?
That reminds me of that Ravens interception last night in the NFL with Marcus Peters. Very similar right there, right?
Baited the corner route. Speaking of baiting, Dark Brawler's tied at 7. 1st and 10. No, let me see that crunchy roll. 1st and 10. Rodgers, pressure up the middle. Boy, the offense has been bad. Cam Hayward with the sack.
Yeah, you got to wonder why the Green Bay Packers aren't just looking to get Aaron Jones involved on 1st down. Make this easier for Rodgers, because I'm tired of seeing these 3rd and forevers. There's only so many turnovers your defense is going to be able to give you and opportunities. All right, they've already put 7 on the board. Come on, Aaron, help this team out.
Play action comeback. There's this play action deep outs. It's deep outs. Oh, he's putting Adams on the 20-yard deep out. Odds he throws that one is 100%.
He's throwing it.
Here it comes. There's the throw, and Adams can't make the play.
I mean, this isn't just predetermining your reads here. This is beyond that. This is almost like 5 seconds before the defense is even set. You know where you're going. That's just a bad recipe. Look, 3-man rush here. Rodgers can manipulate the pocket a little bit, step up maybe.
I had St. Brown on an out route on the right side. As, of course, Nemo stream now.
Okay, I'm glad it wasn't just me.
No. Doesn't want you to see the secrets. He's just going to hand it to Aaron Jones. And
Oh, wow.
he had all sorts of space.
Why did he hug that? Like, I would have got myself
Might have had a
in
first
between.
down.
Yeah.
Tale of 2 halves of the ball. Cool, Nemo. Cool. Am I wrong? Are we gonna have to put Nemo on the blacklist? This is like the 9th time we've had problem with this stream.
I'm on the bonus coverage list. Bonus coverage only.
Nice return there. Gets to the 46-yard line.
Let me tell Z to throw his up.
Okay, thanks. I'm waiting for that one. Throw up this game. 10-7, New Orleans on top. We'll hopefully flip back to the other game once he throws his stream up in that 10-7 game in the 4th. But the Eagles and new owner Dark Brawler of the New Orleans Saints. He got gifted with a pretty darn good team. He also got gifted with a pretty darn good division. Not a fun one to come in with Cringe and JB. 3rd and 13 for the Eagles. Wentz
I
dropping
didn't
back.
pick up on the sarcasm because I was texting. I said, "What? That division's terrible." I was like, "That division he's gonna be buried in that one."
New old owner, indeed. Nice defense there by the Saints. That team is nice. I mean, he does get a team with... Still has Cam Jordan. They didn't find a way to. Oh yeah, also Jamie's in there. That helps a little bit. Didn't get rid of Cam Jordan yet. Still has Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas. I mean, that's a good team. Is he throwing a stream up?
He hasn't checked it yet.
Cool. Cool.
Oh, almost intercepted right there. Oh, wow.
Are you still watching the other game?
I'm watching the Packers game. Yeah, Lamar Jackson just threw a real suspect throw on the left side to avoid a cover zero hero. One that even Gov would be proud of.
I'm going to put on Nemo stream and we'll survive with it. I think people want to see the finish of this game. 1st and 10. Lamar, handoff, Darius Geis right side, stumbling, bumbling, nowhere to go.
Oh, I'm just way behind. That's what it is.
He's like, where's the run play?
And I was like, guys, you mean Lamar Jackson?
Wow.
Hey,
How
if
long
they
have you
hold
been gone?
If they hold to 3 right now.
Oh, Lamar Miller just picked up a first down.
Yeah, I saw it. If they hold to 3 right now, there's still an opportunity for them to steal this game. While I don't have much faith in Aaron Rodgers, I do know this is a clutch player historically in the NBL, so I wouldn't put anything past this team. But you gotta, obviously, you're not going to be able to get 2 scores.
Shadow, you can root for the Saints all you want. If you can't win this division with me taking 5 forced losses, like maybe you should just go play FIFA. You should have this on
Probably
lock.
already is. Well, if he is, he wants
Especially with a
to
big
us.
win over the. How about maybe the win of the year? The Redskins beating the Chiefs.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Great win.
It was an impressive one.
2nd and short. Hand off to Geis.
You know, the Redskins are one of those teams that they'll lose games that it makes you. It's just not even. You don't really even think about it. They lose a game to a team that they're probably better than. But then they'll surprisingly beat and compete with some of the top teams, and it's just very weird. It's kind of a lack of identity kind of thing. Maybe we saw with Porter and those Panthers. You know, you just see him, back in Madden 19. I just don't see the consistent dominance that's going to say, okay, this guy's going to get a playoff win, or this guy's going to get to the NFC Championship, because it is so just up and down with that team. But if they're on a good day, they definitely could play spoiler in the playoffs.
And they might have the best D-line in the entire league.
Do they? I got to check it out.
I mean,
I know they got a great pass rush.
They got
obviously
Montez
with
Sweat.
Montez Sweat.
It's just weapons.
Leonard Williams now.
Yep. 2nd and goal. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers for Lamar Jackson.
This is going to be 2 runs if he don't get in. I'm calling it now. Oh, he's not going to go for it. This is
Nemo
definitely
not
a
using
run.
any
He's not passing
timeouts.
this.
He's going to let this clock run down. That's an interesting call.
There's no way he passes this. This is Cowboys brand Z-Star. Yep.
Darius Geis. Nemo. Oh, Nemo found the timeout button.
Hey, he wanted to keep those 2 timeouts right there, and instead of going in with just 1. I mean, the way he's been taking sacks all game, he might need to burn one of those to stop the clock.
Oh, yeah, we got the brand new
He's
goal
going
line
to go
formation,
for it here,
by the way.
huh?
3rd and goal.
Now this might be
It's 3rd down.
I don't know what this is going to be.
It's got to be a run. Stretch run left side.
Wow.
Single back ace wing. Love the formation.
Why?
Sort of telegraphed it.
I called it. I can't say I didn't call it, right, Nick? I said he's going to. Oh, I thought that was 4th down right there.
I said it was 3rd down like
wow,
4
I'm an
times.
idiot.
Bro,
Yeah, I'm so
I've been out of
confused.
town. You've been here.
Yeah, man, I'm overwhelmed, dude. I'm overworked. Look at the stack on my desk here.
It's brutal.
I
It's up
thought
and
for
good.
sure that was 3rd. That's why I was surprised he was going for it on 4th. But I told you he was going to run twice there. It was just obvious. That's the Dallas Cowboy in Z-Star. That's what he did when he was a Cowboy.
To give credit to Z-Star,
They haven't scored on you.
the Green Bay Packers have not scored offensively. I mean, they haven't looked like any sort of offense you should be scared of.
Yeah, and the only way they have scored is you putting the ball in the air and they getting a pick 6. So it's smart right there to take the 6, take the 3 to go up 6. So
Boy.
let's see if it pays out for them, because, man, this is a game the Packers who've been completely, out on offense, inept. If they can drive down and get a touchdown here, they can steal this game.
Well, if there's a time for Aaron Rodgers to look like the Aaron Rodgers of old, this is it. 1st down and 10. 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end in that gun spread. Rodgers dropping back to pass, waiting, looking to the corner route. You had the drag route open underneath, and
Both of them.
in a shocking turn
And there was
of
a slant coming from the left to right that was open.
looking for Williams on the corner. T-Jax in the chat. What's going on, T-Jax? Back into the gun spread. 2nd down and 10. Listen, you can only look at your... He goes, I've called all these audibles. Flip to a little trips tight end look.
I'd put Adams on a go here.
It looks like you got one-on-one on the outside. Probably cover 2 man. Nope, it was a cover 3 look. Safety came down into the purple. St. Brown will step out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Yep, it's cover 3 lock.
I thought he called timeout there. It looks like he burned one of his.
Why?
I don't know. I would have liked to see if he did get out. It looked like he did kind of step out.
He did,
there.
because it just stopped.
Yeah.
3rd down and 5. Or no, he used 2 on the last drive, so he hasn't used 1. He had 1 left. Use 1 on 2nd down and 3rd down. 3rd and 5. Rodgers in the shotgun. 3-man rush. Looking at the corner out to Sternberger. Can't make the catch. Now it's 4th down.
Yeah, he's going to be upset about that drop, but honestly, that's blanket coverage. That's not a good throw. You're asking a lot from your tight end there.
Too.
Yeah, and you got to give your receiver an opportunity to get down because right there he just takes the hit and kind of pops out. You know, this is a very quick, fast, and physical defense for the Baltimore Ravens. Aaron Rodgers is putting a little too much air on it.
Now it's 4th and 5. If you got a corner out on the right side, that's where he's going to be looking. Rodgers throws it into it. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Just throw a jump ball to Adams. See if you can steal this. That's
okay,
terrible.
well. Madden, don't lie. Ball don't lie. Ravens going to win this game.
Yeah, there's not enough guys that can get separation against man coverage right here. It seemed like the Ravens kind of figured that out quick. Let me just give help over the top to make sure Adams doesn't get me one-on-one. And then I'm just going to lock everybody else up in man coverage. And it's just a lack of talent for this team. You got Brown, Williams, Scantling, and Sternberger. They just really don't create any separation against man coverage. And guess what? The better team won tonight. But you asked me earlier about the 12-0 Ravens. Could they finally not be the bridesmaid? This game didn't show me much. It really showed me that there's still a lot of things that the Baltimore Ravens need to improve on.
Well, here we are on our other game, and it is 17-7. Saints on top. They just put some points on the board, nearing the 2-minute warning in the first half. Welcome back to DB. Good to see him back in the NBL. Good to see him not in my division.
Yeah, he actually blew a lead with on BTF. He had the ball in field goal range, and he ran a read option, and he didn't hand it off. And his quarterback got hit and fumbled. The game went to overtime, and he lost. You missed out on that when you were gone. It was a complete collapse that made no sense.
Prince says, I'll say it. Z-Star's ass.
Well, he's unloosed again. He's what does he say? He's
Well, I would just like to point out, he didn't put a apostrophe in there, so he's just talking about Z-Star's butt, I think. He really likes Z-Star's ass.
Keep it PG, cringe.
Come on, cringe! Rocco's saying, whoa, DB winning.
T-Jack says I need my logo back. I think you got a sub for that, buddy.
Hey, he got it. He's got the black NBL. He's unhinged. Cringe is unhinged. Put your IHKs in the chat. 2nd and 10. I formation for the Eagles. 2 wide.
Yeah, T-Jack's got it. My apologies.
Here goes Wentz. It was a cover 0 hero. A little out route left side. And he didn't possession catch it, so he racked his way out of bounds.
You know, Alshon Jeffrey, this is a guy that's been pretty much a disappointment for this Philadelphia Eagles team this year. You just thought with 1,000 yards receiving in NBL Season 40, over 1,000 in NBL Season 41, we were on pace for the 84 overall, 31-year-old to get, somewhere near 1,000. Right now, only sitting at 576 and Madden 20 low of just 3 touchdowns. I mean, he's posted 14 in the first 2 seasons, so fantasy drop is cut in half from 140 to 76. 163 was a high, so just a lot of production left on the board for this Philadelphia Eagles passing attack.
I mean, what a block to save the sack, and then he throws into double coverage. Zach Ertz, the Eagles.
I think that was actually Dallas.
Was that Goddard?
I think that was Goddard.
That is Goddard. So you weren't even going for your really good tight end. You just went for Goddard. Well, I think next year Dallas Goddard's going to make some money somewhere.
I keep hearing that. October talks about him as being like, he has the abilities to be like the next big tight end. If you notice, a lot of these tight ends are coming, when does he hit like 25, 26? that's when they really start coming into their own.
And again, he does benefit a little bit from all the attention is going to be on Ertz, so you get the secondary linebacker on you. But he seems to come up with big catches on an Eagles team that should be good and just isn't very good. I don't really know what's going on with him. Luke Windsor at the helm for DB in the New Orleans Saints. Minute 43 to go, plenty of time. Put some points on the board. He's going to look for that slant route, and he's going to pick up a first down. Nice patience in the pocket.
Yeah, take notes there, Nemo. You look at this New Orleans Saints team led by Luke Windsor, who was the second overall pick in the NBL Season 41 rookie draft, having a pretty decent season. But for a number 2 overall pick, I got to see at least 4,000 yards. He had 3,600 as a rookie, little sophomore slump this year. QBR down 2 points to 87.2. He's 16 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. Maybe gone up a little. That was coming into this game. But how disappointed have you been in the 6'6" out of Auburn, big, strong-armed Luke Windsor? We heard a lot about him on the rookie draft.
Yeah, I think. Again, I don't know who could have gone into New Orleans, and that division is just absolute buns to try to play in. Like, you've got 2 Super Bowl contenders in that division, and also Jamie's there, who's just a hunk. That's tough. 3rd and 8 for Windsor.
He's good. Jamie's somewhere saying, "I'll take that as a compliment."
He's a hunk. 3rd and 8, dropping back, pressure up the middle. That is a big Cox with a sack. He's got 3 sacks. That Cox has 3 sacks.
Fletcher Cox making his name and his presence felt here.
Baby.
Just a little shed over the D tackle's position. He seems like he can just play forever. He's just a physical presence, pass rush against the running attack. Phenomenal player. One of the bright spots here in Philly.
Philly loves their Cox. All I got. Man, I've been on the road for 3 weeks. I'm tired. I have to go on the road again tomorrow. I'm tired.
Where are you headed tomorrow?
To the wife's family's house.
Y'all doing Thanksgiving already or what?
Yep. Well, we'll do it Thursday, but we'll drive up there tomorrow.
Oh, I didn't know if you're doing it tomorrow and then going to roll to your dad's house or something.
Nope, we did. My dad did a Thanksgiving on Saturday or on Sunday night with some friends. So I got to go down and see him after the Browns game, which was nice. But no, would do Thanksgiving Thursday at her mom's house. Then I fly for Friday Night Football. I fly out Friday morning. And then
Who are you calling that with? Who are you calling Friday Night Football with?
VTech.
Oh man, that's gonna be a fun watch.
That's gonna be a lot of fun. And then I'm back home for 3 or 4 days, and then back to San Francisco.
And then
I'm back home for 3 or 4 days, and then to Arizona for NBL Christmas, and then back to San Francisco.
I forgot I branded it.
Oh,
NBL
wait, hold
Christmas.
on. Sorry. I'm home, then I'm to Huntsville for Friday Night Football, back-to-back shows, then to Phoenix, then to...
Is that why you can't arrive till Sunday because you're in Huntsville?
We're in Huntsville. We're doing Friday Night Football, and then we're doing a Saturday Night Football because they don't broadcast during the majors, so they're doing a back-to-back show Friday, Saturday the week before.
That's a good little promotional strategy.
Yeah, it'll be cool. And get to call those games with Zan. That'll be a lot of fun. Thanks, Gibbs. Appreciate the love, man. We're trying. I'm blessed and lucky and also really tired. 1st and 10 for the Eagles down here in the 3rd quarter. Probably need some points in this drive to feel good. It's mid-blitz! How do you get double A gap shown and you don't know mid-blitz is coming?
Yeah, you got to wonder what he's thinking there. I know you got to respect Cam Jordan, and you really have to respect when they put everybody at the line of scrimmage like that. When you got all those guys aggressively in the box, regardless of if you feel they're going to drop back or not, you have to create something, audible receiver, or change the play that beats in case it's just a cover 0 hero blitz, right? And right there, it just didn't seem like he made any adjustments. He just said, hey, we're going to live and die by whether this being a drop coverage zone or if it's a blitz, we're in trouble.
Shout out to Game Master with the 9 months. Spider saying you deserve it, OSU. You put in that work. Appreciate it, man. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of work, but it's good to be back on NBL Live and get some Friday Night Football.
Of course, Porter repeats the Fletcher statement, of course.
I bet she's still laughing.
Oh, yeah, dude, he is. He's probably laughing now that I'm saying it. He doesn't even have to laugh out. I don't even have to hear him laughing. I can just sense the smile on his face, and it's 100% there.
Whoa, that could have been a pick. What a tackle. Is Ertz going to go down away from the play? That could be a big loss. It's going to be 4th and 1 for the Eagles. They're going to have to punt this, but boy, did they just lose Zach Ertz in this playoff push.
I don't think it's going to be a playoff push. They're struggling right now. That was a dangerous throw, only to come up short. It wasn't. I understand you want to give your receivers an opportunity, but still, it's just a 2-score game right now. If you're really going to try to drive the ball like that and give them just field position that would put them automatic 3 on the board, he's just not playing in the best interest of the team right.
Elbow
Right, elbow
bursitis.
bursitis. When you see itis at the end of a injury, that means I don't even know what it means.
got
I
it
think
from a
means
hooker.
inflammation. I think it means swollen.
Yes. Tonsillitis.
Yeah, there you go.
Tendinitis. Just means that you caught it from a hooker. 17-7, and the Saints with the ball now. Coming out in this 3 tight end set. Why not give to Alvin Kamara?
Nice user there.
Whew.
Somebody see that?
Avonte Maddox. I met Avonte Maddox, by the way.
Did anybody see that user there? He smashed X so much that when he got free, he just collapsed. He just chest planted it on the run.
Got him! 2nd down and 9. Windsor dropping back to pass. Stepping right. Rolling right. Looking underneath. Kamara's just got to know where the white of... Did they give it to him? They gave that to him. Yo, hey, Rick, if you're watching, challenge that one. He's not even remotely close.
For 3 yards, I'm not doing it.
Do it. I
I'm
don't
not doing
care.
it.
As the stream's buffering. Nope. All right, cool. Carry on.
Carry on, carry on. How great has Project Fat been this season?
I don't know how great has he been.
He's been about average. Slightly below.
3rd and 7. Looking over the middle. Looking for Kamara on an angle route. Why not?
Angle, Kamara, lights Kamara action. He's doing it all right now. He's catching the ball out of bounds. They're calling it inbounds. And then he's picking up 3rd downs after that. Nice run there. Patient running there for Alvin Kamara up the middle.
How did Fat beat Game Master and then lose by 14 to Porter?
Porter still has that. He has that weird enigma. You play him and he's trash, but he's good trash. He's trash enough to get you to play like trash. And then if he catches a couple passes, he beats you by 14. Hey, let's talk about Project Fat's retirement home secondary that's got 30 interceptions this season.
All right, well, we might be done with the stream in a second.
Yeah, let's do it. 2 more buffers and we're calling it.
2 buffers and we're out. Porter says, good trash.
Well, there's one.
There's one. It's been fun, though, being back on NBL Live. Again, a reminder, we got our... Hey, your opponent is experiencing...
Your opponent.
That's Flair.
Yeah. And there's 2.
Okay, we're out. We're done. GG's in the chat. Reminder, 8 o'clock Eastern time on Saturday. After all the college football, it's going to be in the middle of one of them, but after most of the college football, we'll have our harvest stream. We'll have drops, we'll have giveaways. It's going to be great. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at NBL Network at Bomber League. Make sure you continue hitting that follow button and turn on your notifications so you show up each and every time we go live with another one of our great programming with these solid streams. We're going to get out of here. Appreciate everybody who hung out with us tonight. You guys have a wonderful rest of your Taco Tuesday. For my co-host Bomber, I am Nick Mazesco. Thank you once again for tuning in to NBL Live broadcast 318. We'll see you next time right here on the NBL Network.